early tonight, but it shouldn't have too much of an impact in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now we'll see how they overcome it.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Spurs, Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Here's Gobert. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs on and off the court. They pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
A great organization. Okay, Shams, thank you. And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the basket by San Antonio. Fox, the pass to Vassell. Back to Fox. Here's the 3. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the middle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. Unsurprisingly, the conversation turned to Rudy Gobert. Let's be honest, he's scary, Coach said about the 7-footer. He hinted their strategy might involve trying to, quote, lure Rudy out of the paint so he's not there to slap away our layups. Maybe some tricky play here to try and push Gobert out of his comfort zone. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Wembanyama against Gobert. Wing shot on the way. That's good from Fox. On the assist from Wembanyama. Fox has got his second basket.
The sweet stroke of Fox. Lefties always make it look so good.
And it's good for 2.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Lays it up and banks it in. Randall's got his second basket on the night.
Well, that's Randall working in his comfort zone. You can see how confident he is on his ability to score inside.
Wembanyama finds Castle. San Antonio moving the ball around. Nice move. And it's Fox missing.
Boy, the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randall with a little flavor on the finish.
And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Fox outside. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Here's Edwards. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Antonio, they've got 6 of 8 shots to go. And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Here's Randall after the basket by San Antonio. Here's McDaniels, and out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the Spurs with possession here. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
Fox against DiVincenzo. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 6 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. McDaniels can't hit.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, ferocious on the attack. Once Wembanyama gets into the lane, the defense is done.
2 on the clock. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Spurs leading by 6. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Fox in at point guard. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Castle misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Castle. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1.
And Castle no good on that one. Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned, boys.
Well, B.A., we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is critical.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Vassell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Timberwolves trail by 7. For 3, DiVincenzo. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot, too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his...
That's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Barnes. And he got the whistle up. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
First one falls. Both good from the line that time.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Brian, back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. DiVincenzo can't hit. Fox with the ball, now guarded by McDaniels, and it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Oh, Fox with a steal. Here we go, all alone. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance. Another point at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Timberwolves trail by 15. That's tipped. It's stolen by Barnes. To the wing on the left. Out to Fox. From deep. Can't hit that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert sees the lane and shows you I can put it on the deck and score.
McDaniels with a steal. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
That's just the giant wingspan, a 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Randle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
The officials were right on top of that one.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
Spurs lead by 12. Takes it inside.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Edwards. He's off on that one. Here's Harper. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's San Antonio, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, it's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Randle and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the three. Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just bullying his way inside.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Doris, what's amazing about Ant-Man, he's worked to become an elite floor spacer.
The reason that's important, BA, is because we know what a dangerous driver and what a force at the rim Anthony Edwards can be. What I love is he's worked to become a legit threat, and he leaned heavily into that three-point game. So important in the modern NBA.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Vassell comes in for Champagny. And Fox is subbed in for Harper. Free throw good, McDaniels.
The reputation for Jaden McDaniels is he's a lockdown defender, and that's cross-positionally. Now he needs to continue to develop offensively.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8 points now. Pass to McDaniels. And Fox takes it all the way to the rim.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead. I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
San Antonio leading by 11. Here's Fox. There's the drive. And Fox powers it home.
Yeah, Fox is going off. I mean, he's gotten the ball on offense, and he's been relentless.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Randle. There's the triple. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Here's Fox. Top of the key. McDaniels with the rebound.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Minnesota shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. For San Antonio, Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. And Castle subbed in for Johnson. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Ingles, he's checked in for DiVincenzo. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you, BA.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Gobert. After the basket by San Antonio. Rudy, a monster inside.
Well, there's height and reach to the advantage of Rudy Gobert. Just gets up and over the top of guys.
Vassell finds Wembanyama. Knocked loose. Stolen by Ingles. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Back to Daniels. Pass to Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Here's Edwards.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender. And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for De'Aaron Fox. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards for 3. Edwards on target.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's Harper. It's blocked by Gobert. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
.116 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Vassell. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Edwards. Now just a 4-point Spurs lead. The Spurs have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. And here's Castle. Lets a 3 fly. Some solid defense from Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. He's guarded by Vassell. McDaniels, that's good.
And I'll tell you, what a huge game from Jaden McDaniels on the offensive end. He's a lockdown defender, so a big-time two-way guy.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Cornette, and De'Aaron Fox is subbed in for Harper. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
DiVincenzo finds Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Puts it up. The offensive rebound. Gobert. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Let's remember, Rudy Gobert, 7-1. Very hard to contest effectively.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And so Gobert nails both of them. Here's Fox. He's got 21. Fox with speed, and it's Fox with the jam.
Such a terror on the drive. Fox possesses blow-by speed, getting past defenders in a hurry. Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Castle for 3. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for San Antonio. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. Time for a quick break, then back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Johnson is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5. McDaniels with it. Fox picks him up. Here's Gobert. Edwards for 3. Unable to get that one. Outside Johnson. To the inside. Here's Fox. Fox, aggressive.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
Timberwolves trail by 4. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Now here's Randall. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. McDaniels can't hit. Fox against Gobert. Fox, that's good. Fox has got 14 points here in the second half.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
McDaniels, that's good.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Juzang in for McDaniels. Spurs lead by 3. Off the inbound pass. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You gotta keep him out of the paint.
Here's the teardrop. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fox, the pass to Barnes. Now Wembanyama. Rebounded by Juzang. Oh, deflected. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Castle's checked in for Johnson. Rudy Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Juzang. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Coach Johnson's huddle. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Gobert. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Castle, takes a 3. Not that time. Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside. Wembanyama there for the rebound.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
Now McDaniels. Fires the 3. Buries it from outside.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Fox. Wow, the athleticism of Fox.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. McDaniels fires. Oh, missed on the tray.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is, too.
Now Fox. Minute 32 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, wide open, but couldn't capitalize. Here's McDaniels. Tosses it up. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
An elite shot blocker. Wembanyama covers so much ground.
Trailing by 8. Money from 3. Fox against DiVincenzo. Oh, rejected by McDaniels.
You have to be careful when Jaden McDaniels is in your area as an offensive player. This guy is so elite defensively. Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Fox against DiVincenzo. Here's Barnes. Now Wembanyama.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
Fox against Edwards. DiVincenzo. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. Someone who embraces big moments. De'Aaron Fox, huge points.
McDaniels. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Edwards fires. The putback. Shoots a 3. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Vassell against McDaniels. Fox. Cash from downtown. And Minnesota calls time here. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk about here, but hey, this game is likely out of reach.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
San Antonio with the W. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous...
Break in the middle of a season like this, what possible road bumps could teams run into?
Well, I think it's important that players not fall into that trap of looking too far ahead, right? This is when it's important for a team to stay focused and be in the moment. These are the dog days of the season.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randle. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams have looked to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
Barnes can't get it to go. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
While I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs, he was complimentary of his opponent, Anthony Edwards. Coach told me Ant is a special player in terms of his athleticism, skill, and his mindset. He approaches each matchup with an aggressiveness that we need to try and match. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now, here's McDaniel. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Pass to Castle. Here's Fox. Back to Castle. This one for three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Rebounded by Castle.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Wembanyama gets the bucket. Wembanyama's got his second bucket of the night.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do. And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's DiVincenzo. Rebound, San Antonio.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the evening.
First team foul.
And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team, fairly deep, with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
San Antonio leading by 5. Fox finds Vassell. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Well, you can tell this team looks to Anthony Edwards to set the tone on the floor. His intensity becomes their intensity. And let me tell you, his intensity is always high.
Well, Stan, De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words. Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
So it's Minnesota now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's McDaniels, banked in off the glass.
Smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 4-point game. Fox against DiVincenzo. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Good on the bucket.
Well, Randle is a problem inside. He has so many ways he can beat you down.
Vassell against McDaniel. And the shot goes in.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Wasted no time on that one.
Wow. Gobert showing some quickness on that shot.
Fox against DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Edwards. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McDaniels. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes shooting it down.
Well, you can see Castle's vision improving. Learning how to make good feeds around an NBA-level defense.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. He can't get that one.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
A Baskets coming early and often in the first quarter. Spurs out in front, leading by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Stan Nasreed is a much-beloved player with the Timberwolves, the 2024 Sixth Man of the Year award winner.
Yeah, he is, Kevin. I'm not sure the fans in Minnesota love anyone more than they love Nasreed, not even Anthony Edwards. They appreciate his consistency, the effort he brings every night, the energy, and yeah, the charisma on top of all the skill.
Randall, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Shooting for Minnesota, Julius Randle, taking 2 shots.
And this is the time.
The ruling on the floor stands.
Personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls. Stan, the basketball term, finish the cut. What happens when you don't do that?
Well, 2 things can happen on that, Kevin. Number one, when you don't finish the cut, you slow down and you take away a chance of getting a layup off the pass. And then the second thing is it leads to turnovers because of that, because the guy passing the ball is expecting you to continue your cut, to finish it, and you don't. And the ball's thrown out in front and out of bounds in a lot of cases.
Here's Castle after the basket by Minnesota. And the dunk by Barnes.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points for San Antonio. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Nothing the defense can do about that. Randall just powers it down.
San Antonio leading. Now, here's Fox. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. DiVincenzo kicks to Randall. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And timeout called by Chris Finch. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So Coach Van Gundy, after 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, his last coming in 2024, do you think Rudy Gobert has a chance at another?
Well, look, Kevin, I think Rudy continues to play at just as high a level defensively. But now as the game has changed, I think we're starting to reward guys with those awards who can not only protect the rim and make it tough on teams, but can go out on the perimeter and guard multiple positions. So I think it'll be tough for him to get a fix.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
It's stolen by Edwards.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
Oh, good on the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Crafty move. Fox, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. The shot's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Fox passes to Vassell. And it's Fox with the jam.
A little something extra with that finish from Fox.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And now the 2K leaderboard. If you want to talk defense and talk block shots, just have a look at these teams, what they've done the last month. 5th, the Timberwolves.
They have been racking up the blocks lately. I mean, if they keep this up, they're going to be a very difficult matchup for anybody.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Miller comes in for Randall. And it's Joe Ingles in for McDaniel. It's good. 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Conley with the 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. San Antonio trailing here. And stolen by Miller. Conley into the lane. And it's denied. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here's Edwards. Edwards just makes it look simple inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity, and that turned into that huge comeback.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, even with the defense smothering him, Fox stays composed and gets it to go.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
It's stolen by Edwards. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Spurs lead by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Looking at San Antonio, there are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said...
And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
One thing I'll say, they've been poised with the ball. Keep turnovers down.
And that about wraps it up. And it...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem.
On the court for Minnesota, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1.
An elite scorer who gets it done from everywhere. Fox is also one of the fastest players in the league. Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Pass to Vassell. Yes, that goes in.
Well, strong play by Vassell inside. Getting him a look this close is almost a sure bucket.
It's Randall with the drive, and Randall throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Fox, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Vassell against DiVincenzo. Fox, no good. The Timberwolves leading. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Yep, that one goes in there. Fox has got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with them.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us. Let's see those moves.
Teams changing it up here. And a chance here to check out some stats for De'Aaron Fox. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Pass to McDaniels. Randall left side. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Harper. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
And he drives in. Barnes. Randall with the block. To the paint. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels outside. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Edwards. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for Minnesota. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength. But he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that. But as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Gobert finds DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's Randall, and he uses the glass on the layup. Randall's got 10 points.
Well, when Randall is playing with that kind of energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Here's Wembanyama. 1:06 left here in the third quarter. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, DiVincenzo enjoys working inside. He can be appropriately aggressive in the paint.
Harper, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Johnson with it. McDaniels picks him up, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that time.
Johnson, the pass to Harper. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Harper, no good. Here's Randall. Off target from the wing.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 4. And will return. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Spurs trail by 4. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it. Guys?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. A pass to Fox. Back to Castle. Here's Vassell. McDaniels defending. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Castle. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can tell Castle loves the challenge, right? Accepts it there, and this time knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Gobert the pass to Edwards. Over Castle. Edwards can't hit. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Wembanyama galloping down the lane.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that. Put so much pressure on the defense.
Fox, no good. Minnesota leading by 4. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside for Randall. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. And that'll be his third foul so far. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Dillingham's checked in for Edwards. And it's Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Clark. Edwards has come in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And down it goes. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Here's DiVincenzo. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball.
Yeah, easy call.
First personal foul.
And it's tied up with that one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Castle pulls it down. The Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing.
Benyama, a huge two-handed slam. Here's DiVincenzo. It's the 13-footer. Another chance here. And the rejection by Benyama. Fox with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Vassell. Gobert there for the rebound. McDaniels right side. No good there.
Well, when they're playing off you have to make them pay. And he could.
Outside, Benyama. They get a hand on it. Going to work down low.
Going to Wembanyama, any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Now Castle, and they call an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Now Gobert.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in that.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though, and no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Castle.
Yeah, good job to take it right after him.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
Well, that's a good job of capitalizing at the line, adding some cushion to their lead.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. It loose and stolen by Vassell. Here's Wembanyama slicing to the basket. Oh, softly lays it in.
And it's just competing and, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up. Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Second personal foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural for him.
Now the Timberwolves with it. DiVincenzo. He's off from 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And McDaniels drops them both. Poked away. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
And it's good.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Hart.
Was no job, had second hands. Moms bounced on old